is probably the biggest thing that the church is doing right now. They're mindlessly moving their mouth. They're mindlessly creating division. What do I mean by mindlessly? I talked about these divides and these herds and these actions out of taught and caught experience. They say stuff is not taught, it's caught, but I think it's both. Because if you're taught enough, if you teach someone enough, they're going to catch on to it. But of course, they're talking about demonstration, right? So if it's demonstrated enough, you're going to eventually walk into it. So let me give you an example. I was in a training about citywide initiatives connected to faith and business. And I was like so empowered by this conversation. It was so powerful. And they had done a cultural study. And the cultural study first started with the explanation that every single person has a different definition of culture. And yet they think that everyone's definition is the same. So if I were to ask you, define culture. What does culture mean? Let's specifically say, what is the culture of your city? And you were to write this out. Every single person would have a different definition. It's not a mission or a vision, right? It's not Virginia is for lovers. It's the culture. It's the essence. It's the heartbeat. It's what's driving it forward. The next explanation was saying, based on those derivative questions and those derivative answers, and those derivative definitions, the subconscious mind, which makes up 98% of our daily processing, is processing some wild number. I don't even want to throw something out because we're probably really wrong. But like hundreds of thousands to the tens of thousands that we do in conscious thinking per day. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, for the subconscious brain. That's taking up 98% of your brain's capacity, even in this given moment. So like, I'm sitting here, my subconscious brain is also thinking about the energy around me, what is around me, so that I don't lift my hands too high or hit the wall if I do something here. My subconscious mind is thinking about how much water I need. My subconscious mind is thinking about what I have to do later. But like, my cognitive mind in the exact moment is something else. My subconscious mind is also thinking about algorithms and views and what you're actually putting on the chat that I haven't been able to really look into because God just has me on this and I had no idea I was going to talk about this today, so it's so good. Right? I have so many things that are happening in my subconscious, but cognitively, I'm thinking about this. So we've got culture and this made up subconscious definition that we've been caught and taught over the years. It also comes with bias. It comes with bias based on the herd that we've been a part of for so long. So whether it's a denomination, whether it's what people know to be an ethnic group, people would say race, but we know there's only one race, the human race, with many types of ethnicities. But maybe it's your ethnic group, maybe it's your income bracket, maybe it's your neighborhood, maybe it's your job force, your particular industry, right? So we're put in all these herds and God is like, no more. He's saying, break it down. He's saying, let's define culture as kingdom culture, which exists in all of those silos so that when you vocalize truth, the ears are open to hear it, no matter what sphere of influence they're in. This is standing on top. This is building with the wisdom of Solomon to say, I don't care what culture says. I don't care what false idols have been devised in the past. I'm going to build this on the firm foundation of my Father's plans. And I'm going to do it when it doesn't make sense. I'm going to press past the limited resources mentality, and I'm going to use everyone around me because they're willing, regardless of their faith,